What's up, everybody? I'm Crimson Thunder here. Welcome to this Let's Play of Sentinels of the Multiverse, the video game one-shot edition. I have decided, after a little while, that I actually am going to go through these weekly one-shots. Just because I know that Hero of Light and Police players do the same thing. And after thinking about it for a while, I'm going to say why not. Now, this is the only one time where I actually am going to do this where I already have played it previously. I promise you from now on, when I do record the next ones, you're not gonna see this ahead of time. So, this is the first one we'll do is Ring of Fire. And if you actually take a look, I have completed every single one of these previously. Some of these are not all in mint conditions because I have got this fairly late, and sometimes I do get busy sometimes during the week where I don't always have time to do so, but I will try to get mint conditions as much as I can. The last time we did play one of these one-shots though, we ended up taking on the Tell Me About Your Mother and fought alongside with Black Phoenix, Hero of Light, and Police Blades. So we're going to be in this week. We're just for this one time only. Even though I already did the summon, we're going to be doing this Ring of Fire. This is a challenge mode against Kismet, and I know even though I haven't started officially some of the challenge modes yet, that will come in other videos. This includes the Rook City Wraith, Fugue State Pars, the Hunted Naturalist, Dark Watch Setback, and Knife. Let's fight. And we're going into Magmaria. I have no control over this. Poor little lost heroes, it looks like your luck has just run out. Preliminary investigations have shown that this will be a tough fight. And every week there is a little strategy to this. What you want to do with this particular one is be able to control this particular deck, and sometimes you also get to do this with the environment too, and then you can do as much damage. Oh, and I do apologize. This is the regular variant Setback, not the Dark Watch variant. Well, we're going to start with the Talisman coming out into play. All the other stuff does. Now the challenge rules for Kismet is called Burning Talisman. At the start of each hero's turn, if the Talisman is in their play area, it deals that hero character card 5 fire damage. So be careful about holding on to the Talisman for too long. And start the game. She deals everyone 1 psychic damage and hits a setback for 2. Lady Luck. Whenever a villain card would be destroyed, reveal a dark card of the deck. If it's not a lucky card, discard it and prevent the card destruction. But if it's a lucky card, put it into play. And one of the best things you can do about these one-shots is there is definitely more than one way to do it, so you don't have to worry about it as much. Since we have this extrasensory awareness, we don't have to worry about bringing out this infrared eyepiece right away. I'm gonna start off with this Trust Fund, and then we're going to draw 2 cards. We don't need 2 of these, and I'm going to hold on to Smoke Bombs definitely, but early in the game you absolutely do not need to suit yourself. Now this Sleuth will reveal the top card of an environment deck. I can either put it into play or discard it. And I don't exactly want to have too many of these magma crystals out because it's going to blow up equipment as well. So we're going to trash that. And we'll draw combat scans. We're going to start off with extrasensory awareness. We'll reveal the top 3 cards. Which, it's not too, this isn't too bad, but I'd rather get rid of the scattered mind. And I can deal with the shaky arms, not too much of a problem. Now with a naturalist, let's go ahead and use the formidable rhino to start things off. And we'll go ahead and draw 2 cards. Crafty assault will be great. Now we know there's some jinxes on there, so there is no point of using cause and effect. You can, I mean, it doesn't matter as long as you don't play this. It doesn't matter too much what you play, but I'll probably go with the silver lining, and we'll go risk. I'll add 1 target, 1 to the tool, and then play the top card of the deck. We'll go exceed expectations. Since we know what's going on top of the deck, we can safely go wrecking uppercut. And we can energy lance Kismet, and then draw amplify combatant. The environment turn will bring along our crystalloid behemoth. It's gonna deal everybody 4 damage. Now Kismet is going to hit everybody for 1 once again. It's set back for 2. Shaky arm. We can put this on par since she's not gonna be dealing that much damage, and some of the cards that she ends up doing are irreducible anyway, so we can put that on pars, no problem. And intimate destruction, the jinx, it gets shuffled back into the deck. I want to try to fish for a utility belt, so I'm going to keep drawing cards. Mega computer can be okay for this deck later on, and we're not going to need inventory barrage. We sleuth. I don't want another crystalloid behemoth out there, so we can trash that. And we'll go ahead and go. We'll go ahead and go reveal the flaws, because we can. Who doesn't like dealing irreducible damage for a hero? We'll reveal the top 3 cards, and once again they're jinxes, but we do not want this one out there. And the one that's the least dangerous, I think, we can put the 2 left feet up there. We don't need to do too much of that. Here you go, Indomitable Force. And we'll continue to draw 2 cards. Hyperactive senses would be great. And we can go Unshine Your Life now, just to put some bait out there. And we'll go risk. Cause and effect. We'll destroy the crystalloid behemoth, because that's the only one worth destroying. And we can put this. Doesn't really matter which one. We just for now we can put this with setback. And we can hit Kismet for 2. And that's irreducible, but it's not going to do much damage. We draw friendly fire. Now for here, we'll go with a focusing conduit blade, and we're going to hit Kismet for 3. Energy burn. start of the environment turn, they'll play another crystal like behemoth. This will flip over and go to setback. He's not going to take as much damage compared to what it was, or what it could have been at least. Now she'll flip over. We'll go ahead and play this mega computer. Redirect that to naturalist. And we can put this Ember Shaman into play. All redirected with some reduced damage, and we draw a grappling hook. Okay. Now I want to go critical multiplier. Now we can go hapless strike. Oops. Now, if you make a mistake, you gotta be careful about using this rewind. And this is only gonna happen for this one time only, because if you, in any event there happens to be a one shot where you do a rewind on your first attempt, you will no longer be able to get the mint condition. So this is only gonna happen this one time only. Now I'm going to get rid of Unlucky Break, and I'm going to put Hapless Strike on top. So be very careful. I'll explain how all the stuff condition comes along shortly. Now we're going to go Beastal Shift. No, actually, let's see. Yeah, discard the Crocodile and the Shifter Strength to draw 2 cards. Now I'm going to go into the Gazelle. We're gonna play Crafty Assault. But Kismet for 2, Behemoth for 2, and Shaman for 2. We're also going to destroy Lady Luck, which turns out to be the Lucky we put on there. It'll come into play. And we'll also destroy 2 Defeat. Now he's gonna get hit for 5 because of the other stuff that's happening. We're gonna go Cause and Effect. We're gonna destroy the Crystal of Behemoth. Put that into Setback's hand. Hit Kismet for 2, and he'll hit himself for 1. So we'll go ahead and risk again. Friendly Fire. Whenever a hero deals a non-hero target damage, they can also deal Setback 2 damage of that same type. If he's dealt damage this way, add 2 luck and steer to Unlucky Pool. Be very careful about the way you use that. We'll go Energy Burn. We'll hit Kismet for 7. You don't want to be too reckless with it. Just get the silver lining out there. So put 6 out there. And Battlefield Experience. Well, just go to Crystal Light Behemoth so he can use the Talisman. And we definitely want to rearrange that deck after. And you can discard that to draw 3 more cards. And now it's Kismet's turn. You reduce the damage to that. Will not redirect that damage. One that I know of, so actually there's 2, so we'll go ahead and destroy this because we don't want too many of those coming out. Impromptu invention is something I was looking for. And we can put the smoldering crystal into play. Draw a stumble. We'll go ahead and go between the lines. We'll pick the naturalist. And we have the crocodile. Well, once again, go craft the assault. And we can destroy the rest of these jinx. Now it's sensor awareness. Get rid of this, but I don't like either of these, so we can actually shuffle this deck. Stack analysis. We'll go primal charge, since we have all 3 forms out. We'll hit Kismet. We'll go friendly fire. Hyperactive senses. Real from Kismet and McMaria. Alright, we'll put that glass jaw. We can put the smoldering crystal on there. Not from Kismet. McMaria. Because why not? Not gonna hurt us too much. He'll get burned for 5. We'll go exceed expectations. We'll remove 1 to hit Kismet for 4. We can hit him for 0. He'll flip over, destroy that. We'll go with the talisman on the Kismet. And we will not get that shark up there. Exceed expectations. Battlefield experience. Deal 5 damage. And energy burn for another 7. Don't need to do that, but okay. Environment turn. Seismic defender. We'll add the smoldering crystal to the hand and we'll discard it immediately. And we're gonna deal some more damage to Kismet. Last jaw. She's going to deal quite a bit of damage. We're now gonna put the utility out there finally. And we're gonna start finishing her off. throw this into here. And we'll trash that. Synthetic analysis on setback. We'll play looking up. And whoops, sorry. Get rid of the. Oops, sorry, I accidentally hit the wrong button. But I don't think you missed too much. Anyway, we'll go blend into the pack. Predator's Eye. We'll put this onto Kismet. Increase her damage by 1. We're not gonna draw a card. We will not deal damage to that. Exceed expectations. Remove 1. We will hit Kismet. She falls, and we win the game. Now the way that this one-shot works, if you're new to this, every week Monday at Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Daylight Time, at night, a new one-shot gets put out there. Sometimes it's randomized, and anytime it's randomized, I'm going to see about doing the multiplayer with some of the others, with Napoleon's plays and the Hero of Light, and we'll attempt to take it on together. But once every week comes along, when they end up coming up with it, you have 1 week in order to do this. And if you end up getting it on the first attempt without doing any rewinds at all, you get them in mint condition. If you end up completing the one shot on your first attempt with a rewind or your second attempt, you get it on near mint. If you end up completing it while you are taking it the second time, when you take more than 2 attempts, you get it in fine condition. But if you end up missing it that week, and you wanted to end up doing so, you only get good, which is a back issue. So the objective here is to try to get the mint condition for every week. It's not always possible because it can be extremely difficult in order to get some of it. So we'll do the Ring of Fire. So this Ring of Fire is a mint condition. But I just saw some of the ones I ended up getting in fine condition because some of those that it's possible to do it on happens to be on randomized. One example will be the Depth Charge, which Mad Bomber Blade ends up doing so with the Ruins of Atlantis, and it actually did take me a couple attempts to do that. So don't feel too bad if that happens. And so as of that, Kismet challenge mode has been thunderstruck. Thank you so much for watching, and I do apologize about the sudden cut in the video. I accidentally pressed the wrong button. So for all the fun here at Sentinels of the Multiverse, I am Crimson Thunder. Be sure you're subscribed and you like this video. Until next time, see you later.